Tell you what, here in the state of Georgia, it has just been a heat wave lately. Staying in the 3 digits for most of the day. Today it is a comfortable 93 degrees. If you like what you see today, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to get notified when new videos come along. Comment, share, whatever. Well, YouTube, I had one of the worst crashes I have ever had in a long time this past week. You're probably sitting there thinking, how in the world did you crash and you're still riding your bike? My computer crashed! I tell you what, technology has not been my friend lately. We have not been on speaking terms. I tell you what, technology, that's just, I just got so frustrated. My computer completely froze up. And then all of a sudden, boop. I was like, what was that? What in the world just happened? It blinked. Next thing I know, it says, hard drive failed. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to reboot. So I reboot the computer, and it looks like DOS. Now, some of you younger guys don't even know what in the world DOS is. I turn on my computer, and it's a black screen. And in the old 80s style font, it says C:/, and then under or cursor is blinking. That's right, I gave it a good old-fashioned Marine farewell. Sometimes I do let my temper get the best of me. I lost all files. And believe me, there's no way any computer geek is going to get the files out of that computer now. I tell you what, that thing's more destroyed than Hillary Clinton's hard drives. Nobody's going to be able to get anything off that hard drive now. Now here's what frustrates me the most about it. I was in the middle of editing a video. A good one too, one I was really proud of, and I lost all that video from that. So a lesson has been learned. I'm not deleting anything off of my camera until the entire edit is finished. Now I usually back up all of my files on an external hard drive. I have a 1 TB external hard drive. I do need to think about getting one that's either 8 or 16 TG, but what I have is a 1 TG, and that's because I'm doing this all on a budget. I mean, I just can't go out and fork out 150 to 200 bucks for an external hard drive like that. This just happened to be one that I had that had some really old files on it from a previous job. I just wiped it clean and started to use it for my own personal use. However, I hadn't done a backup on my computer in a few months. And in the past few months, I have done quite a few different videos. So with all this technology going on, I'm also looking to upgrade a few things technology-wise. I got myself this new camera, which I've shown in another video. I got myself a new communication system. I got the new speakers in my helmet. I got that about a month ago. I got the camera about a month ago. But now I have the Cardo Pack Talk Bold. Now, I got the old version of the Pack Talk Bold, the one that does not come with the JBL speakers, for two reasons. One, I already had really good speakers. I got the U-Clear speakers that Fort 9 had suggested, and the other speakers will work just fine in my wife's helmet. I can actually take this extra pair of speakers that I have and put them in my daughter's helmet so she can listen to music while she's riding on the back with me. Now, I did not go for the Duo Plus One or the two Duos, because really and truly, when I am on my bike and I want to speak to someone, it's usually another rider. It's not a passenger as much. But the good thing is my daughters all wear the same size helmet as my wife. So, you know, if they want to ride with me and they want to be able to talk, they can always wear my wife's helmet so we can talk back and forth if it's just the two of us on a bike. But however, if it's me and my wife riding and she's riding her own, I definitely want to be able to have that conversation with her. So yesterday I was putting all the wires in the helmet, getting everything set up. My wife's helmet was easy to do. It's really great. She's got the Scorpion helmet that has the little pockets inside the helmet that allows for the speakers to go in there. Now, these speakers are a little bit larger than the holes there, but there's also these little pads that you can put in there that helps bring them out a little bit so it'll fit perfectly. Her helmet is also a noise reducer or a noise reducing helmet, so there's not as much ambient noise that goes inside the helmet, so she really doesn't need the higher quality speakers as I do. Also, I have a hearing loss, so yes, I need a little bit higher quality speaker in my helmet so I can actually hear what's going on. My helmet, on the other hand, was a pain in the butt to do. I really like HJC helmets. As a matter of fact, that's pretty much all I've ever worn is HJC helmets. Of course, I've ridden with the Outlaw helmet, the skid lid helmet, you know, skull caps, you know, the good old squid style helmets, you know, everybody likes to talk about. Hey, motorcycle, what's up, bro? But, you know, one thing I can tell you is I like the HJC for many reasons. One, they're comfortable. I like the way they fit my head, but they don't work well with speakers. And after tearing her helmet apart, my wife's helmet apart, and tearing mine apart, you get to see where the vent channels are at the top of the helmet. Her vent channels were so more advanced than the two little lines on this HJC. Now, like I said, I've only used HJC full face helmets. But after doing my wife's helmet, I have come to the realization that I might need to change brands. One thing I love about this HJC is I got this pin lock in it. And this pin lock has been a lifesaver this past winter. On my other HJC helmet, I didn't have pin lock, and it definitely would fog up every time that I would put that helmet on in any kind of weather, probably below 40 degrees. So while I was doing my helmet, I had wires everywhere because I was doing my helmet a little different than the way that you would normally do an intercom system in a helmet. I was linking the intercom system to my GoPro. Now, the way I did that is this particular intercom system, the Cardo, it has a speaker jack that's just like a regular old everyday 3.5 millimeter or 1/8 inch phono plug. Kind of like what you would normally put headphones into. So the theory is that I would stick a Y adapter up to it, and in one of the Y adapters I connect my headphone speakers to it. The other one I use what's called a drop cord that will go to the GoPro, and from the GoPro I have another Y adapter, one going to my microphone and one going to the head or to the ear speakers, to the helmet speakers. Well, I tried it out, and all you could hear is the speakers and not the microphone. So I tried different ways of doing it, and I'm still not done. I'm not giving up on this idea of being able to do a dual vlog. I'm not putting another microphone in my ear. That's the only other way that people have been able to do it. They microphone their speaker. And by microphoning your speaker, you really get what's called third generation sound. The first generation of sound is me speaking directly to you. No microphone, it's what you hear audible. Second generation is me speaking through a microphone. And third generation is me speaking into a microphone that goes to a speaker that goes to a microphone that you hear. That's third generation. Some people like to call it second generation, but really and truly, after you look at the fact that if you listen to something through a speaker, you're listening to it second generation already. So that didn't work on my helmet. So I went with the simple package and just did the communication system and everything. I love the Cardo system. Another reason why I went with Cardo over Sena is it is waterproof. And I like the fact that it is waterproof because I do ride in the rain. I don't record in the rain. If I do, it's not going on any videos. I've watched videos of people that have recorded in the rain, and it's really not good quality. That's where I should be, right there in that lake, swimming or fishing. Woo! Over the Sena. Another reason why I went with Cardo over Sena, other than the fact that it's waterproof, is the fact that you can hook your speakers up to it. Now, Sena, you have an external port, but unfortunately, that external port is usually for earbuds, and you can't use both ports together. So that external port would have been on the outside. I can actually tuck in the Cardo, I can tuck this pigtail underneath my helmet, and it's protected. Also, Cardo is far more cheaper than the Sena, especially if you go with the route that I went with, where you get the last year's model instead of getting this year's model that has the JBL speakers. If you get last year's model, they're discounting those because it's the same exact thing, just without the high quality speakers. And I'll tell you, those speakers really aren't that bad. I listened in on my wife's. I can't put her helmet on my head, but when you open up the face shield, those speakers aren't that bad. The system with the JBL speakers, I think is maybe $400. I got this for $350, I believe. So, you know, I saved a little bit on the speakers. And the speakers I got, the high quality speakers I already had, weren't that much to begin with either. So, you know, I got high quality speakers in my helmet, plus the Cardo system for less than what the Cardo with high quality speakers would have been. Now, of course, I would have gotten 2 sets of high quality speakers. Something else I like about the Cardo system is it's got voice command, just like you would have for your phone or for Amazon or anything like that. There's voice command. Now, I'm not going to tell you what the voice command is, because if I do that, then it's going to activate it in my helmet, and to be honest with you, I'd have to deactivate, and I just don't want to go through all that, especially since you can't hear what I hear. Woo, tar snakes are slick. You got to be careful when you get on these old roads like this that has tar snakes and it's hot outside. They are going to be slick. I just slipped on one of them. My front tire just went whoop. Got to be careful with that. When you get that slide on one of these old tar snakes, get the traction as soon as you can, or you're going down. Alright, so my other camera here, it can be hooked up Bluetooth, and it can go to voice command through Bluetooth. However, I found out that the microphone will not pick up to get audio, which was one of the things I was really hoping I could get out of this Cardo system, is the ability to go completely wireless with my microphone. I thought that would be so cool, but nope, can't do that. If you can, and you know how, please add it in the comments below. We would all appreciate it. I also noticed that when I do have the Bluetooth on my other camera, all other sound in the helmet goes off, because then I have 2 things connected, my phone and my camera. Now, you can connect 2 phones. You can connect 1 phone and a GPS. This camera here is considered as a GPS when it's connected to my Cardo. So when it's all connected, it wants to listen to what the GPS is saying and not the music going through my system. However, I will be able to talk to my wife while we're riding from now on. I did have an older Cardo system, and believe it or not, I believe that Cardo system should work with this Cardo system through Bluetooth. So I'll definitely be testing that out, and quite possibly allowing my daughters to be a part of the conversation. Unfortunately, they won't be able to listen to their music on those, because the old Bluetooth did not connect to any type of music source. It only connected to a communication source, like a cell phone. So that has been my technology worries. Let me tell you, lesson learned here: back your stuff up. Back up all your files. I didn't back up my most recent files, and they are long gone and lost. Either way, if you like what you've seen today, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell to get notified when new content comes your way. If you like it enough to share it with somebody. If you think somebody might enjoy it, share it. If you have any comments, any suggestions, make sure you comment down below. Until next time, ride safe and always get back home.